Hello everyone, my name is Liz Martin. Welcome back to American Horror Story Theories. Today, we are going to talk about Miss Venable, aka Sarah Paulson's newest character for American Horror Story Apocalypse, and the third character that she'll be playing as besides Billy Dean and obviously Cordelia Fox. Let's talk. So, to talk about Venable, I must say this. This theory might contradict my last theory on Venable being a witch, or maybe it doesn't. Find out later in the video. But I believe Venable is Allie Mayfair Richards. Allow me to explain. First off, they both look extremely similar. I mean, they have the hairline that Venable and Allie share, though this could be said with all Sarah Paulson characters, if they had their hair back. But, let's go on their robes. Well, first off, as we know in the ending of Cult, Allie donned the Scum Cult at the end of the season. And now when we look at Venable, their cloaks are very similar. But that's not all. Let's go on to personality. In the beginning of Cult, Allie was a hysterical woman whose fears began to rise after Donald Trump's election. This was a result of Ivy working against her to take Oz back. She worked with the cult in order to drive Allie insane so that she can have Kai to herself. I bet that's fucking selfish. But now we go on to her development. She developed from this hysterical woman until she got out of the hospital, where then she poisoned and killed her own ex-wife and joined Kai's cult. And she started to secretly work for the FBI to take the cult down. This was inevitably Kai's downfall in the end. And she turned to this confident woman, but it was also that it harbored a dirty secret. After Kai's death, she has won the election to become the senator of Michigan. But there's a deep secret. She, and possibly even Beverly Hope, are part of the Society for Cutting Up Men, aka Scum, formed by the late Father Solanas, and was the original intention of Kai's cult, which was thought of by Bebe Babbitt, to unleash the female fury to take over the country and then the world. That's basically what the true goal of Scum is, to destroy men. So it's modern feminism. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Anyways, now we talk about Venable. Venable formed this, according to the trailer, she formed Outpost 3, where apparently it looks like it's taking place in the murder house. Outpost 3 is the murder house. But you're saying, it looks different. Well, what clued me to it being the murder house was the fact that Rubberman was there. There was no reason for the Rubberman to be there. Otherwise, it's been a long time span between 2012 and 2020 where Apocalypse takes place. So it's obvious they had a redecoration somewhere in the middle. And that's why it looks different. Now we go on to her goals. Venable wanted to control. In the trailer, she wishes to mold the world as see fit and does not have any copulation without her authority. It also appears that Mrs. Meade could be her right-hand woman. This is a possibility that she is creating a female-dominated group, and seeing as how all the people are forced into her will, specifically it looks like the men are forced into this. It looks like the men would put out power. This what makes me believe that Venable is Allie's, because she has control over Outpost 3. Now, you're also probably wondering, what happened to Oz? Well, I'm going to go and admit, I'm going to talk about what happened between Cult and Apocalypse, which is a 3-year time span. Actually, no, 2-year time span. I'm sorry, I just remembered that the last part of Cult took place in 2018. But in that 2 years, Allie has formed the Society for Cutting Up Women, the new version, and she started to orchestrate multiple killings across the country, specifically in Michigan, to slowly gain power and to slowly terrorize the women into forming aggression against men and eventually the government. But eventually, it's like, it'd be a bit ironic for an FBI investigator to actually infiltrate Allie's scum organization and find out that she has been behind this all along. And one by one, scum members were killed and arrested, until Allie was possibly the last one left. Out of fear, Allie changed her name to Venable, and she and Oz relocated to Chicago where they believed to be safe. Now, here's the reason why Oz is not in Apocalypse. It's because Oz was raptured. Oz was always a good kid, and in my mind, the kid did not deserve to go through that traumatic crap. Kai Anderson didn't deserve to have her mom killed, even though her mom was a bitch. But Oz was eventually raptured. This left Venable, aka Allie, heartbroken. But it also destroyed her entire thinking process. It destroyed her internally and made her lose any moral code to the point where she can kill anything and believe nothing will happen, no consequences. And that's because the world is in panic. And Apocalypse is not the end-all of all the seasons. No, it's just because like 2 years after Apocalypse takes place, Billie Dean records her show, indicating that the society has reformed, but under a possible new world government, or the government has reestablished order, probably in a year. But Venable will obviously be the antagonist, and we'll probably learn somewhere along the middle how Allie came to become Venable. Because there's no reason we had to introduce this new other Sarah Paulson character who is very similar to Allie and have her be completely different. Because if that's the case, it's not going to be major, but it's still going to be a bit disappointing. But Outpost 3 she wanted to mold the world as see fit. Allie wanted to do the same with having women in control. This could be what Venable meant. But slowly she started to turn to Satanism, seeing as how there's no alternative option. Most likely she turned to Satanism because of she wanted power. And the only way to she believed that the government was gone. And that the only way to have power in this world that has the Antichrist, she has to do whatever the Antichrist and Satan tell her to do in order to gain full power in the world. And become like this sort of third-hand person to the devil. But there's also a possibility that Mrs. Mead, the possible right-hand woman of Venable, could be, in fact, planning to create a division of Outpost 3, which will be the Satanist division. Me personally, I'm quite interested to see Venable's backstory, and if she really is Allie Mayfair Richards from Cult. I personally believe she is. But you're also wondering, but you said she was a witch in the last video. And I'll get to that in my next American Horror Story Theory video, which will come out in 2 days. This has been Liz Martin with American Horror Story Theories, signing out. Farewell.